Start your day with Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal. The instant oatmeal ready to help you tackle whatever your day brings. Like wrangling your toddler into their car seat. That was fun. Coaching your 6th graders soccer team. Go girls! And carrying all the groceries in one trip. Whew. Try Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal, granola, and bars. Great taste and a good source of protein. Quaker, bring out the good.
Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and you're about to listen to one of the most unusual and multi-layered themes of hypnosis sessions that I've done for a while. And that's because I was working with a client that had recently had their first ketamine experience in a medical environment. And in that 1 hour experience, certain things came up about certain traumas they'd experienced in the past, certain feelings of self-worth, and the role that they felt that they were to themselves. And that was they wanted to be a mother, a protector, a nurturer to themselves. And what was interesting is that this client had a connection with certain historical things like the story of the Book of Kells, for example. And if you ever are in Dublin, check out Trinity College in Dublin, and there is a library there, and it has the ancient library, but also has the Book of Kells, which is a book created by ancient monks in Ireland, and it was kind of hidden from invading Vikings and actually survived hundreds of years, and it's intact in this library, but it was painstakingly crafted by monks that used gold and certain kind of inks on parchment. So that's how it survived for hundreds and hundreds of years. That gets used as a metaphor to use certain things of nested loops, so levels of disassociation, certain inner child work, and the innate value. And at its core, this is a session about the opposite of existential dread, which is a feeling of, well, who am I at all, to existential joy. And that is a joyfulness of simply existing. And every now and then you get a glimpse of that in certain animals, for example. You just see them in a state of play, and they have joy, not because of circumstances of their life, but just they are joyful because they exist. And sometimes you see glimpses of that in individuals, quite often in certain moments, but that existential joy. And, you know, statistically, if you think of all of the different kind of probabilities, cosmically, genetically, for you to even exist right now, it is 1 in trillions that you even exist in the exact way that you do right now. So there is certainly a way of feeling eternally grateful and joyful that you even exist. And yet society says that unless you have a certain job, certain conditions, certain environments, certain income, certain car that you own, then you're not worthy or you're not important. Existential joy says the opposite, and that is that you are valuable and worthy simply because you exist. So if these things connect, maybe you feel low self-worth, not good enough, feeling that others are better than you, you might really get some value from this session, because at its core, it's about self-worth and joy rather than anxiety and dread. It was created for an individual. Some of the suggestions are quite specific. but you might get some value from that. So I would encourage you to find a quiet, comfortable place, the kind of place where you're not going to be distracted or disturbed, and just to really connect with the essence of this, which is you are worthy and you are deserving of joy. So hold that thought, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a feeling of quiet tranquility. And as you exhale, give permission to release, to let go of any thoughts, feelings, sensations that don't belong here in this place. Breathing in relaxation and exhaling tension. Each breath is a release. Each breath filters, discards what is not needed, and holds on to everything valuable and precious. Your unconscious knows how to pan for gold, to keep what's valuable and let go of the rest. So as you breathe in, just allow your eyelids to feel heavier, your jaw to feel loose. That's it. Each breath takes you deeper and deeper relaxed. The deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you feel. And the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you breathe. And as your body relaxes, your imagination awakens. And I wonder if you could imagine an ancient library. The kind of library that contains centuries of wisdom, knowledge, insights. And I want you to imagine that somewhere in that library is the most valuable and ancient book. A book written in symbols, each word a work of art. And this is not paper but parchment. The kind of book that will last for centuries. A book bound in leather and gold. And as you stare into the pages of the book, just imagine you can hold the book. And as you feel the weight of the book, the texture of the pages, the artistic integrity in every word, I want you to feel connected to a period in time many, many years ago. Like somehow the book is a wormhole back in time. And just imagine traveling back to that place perhaps ancient Ireland. A time where it was tough. A time when conditions were brutal, and yet joy could be found in spending days to create one letter on one piece of parchment that perhaps would echo through time. So as you find yourself in that rural place in history, notice the freshness of the air, that quiet connection with yourself. Maybe you can imagine a time of wind over green hills, stone monasteries standing quietly against the sky. And I want you to imagine seeing in one of those monasteries, after the sun has set, candlelight flickering, where monks sit in silence, working on something sacred. Perhaps a book, or perhaps something more important. Because those working on the pages did not consider this a book. They considered it their life's purpose. The meaning was in their work. Imagine seeing those illuminated letters painted with gold and deep blue and emerald pigments. Every page intricate, protected from invasion, hidden when danger approached, carried through storms, guarded with devotion. Because what was inside wasn't just precious, it was sacred, irreplaceable. And as you walk into that ancient stone room, I wonder if you can notice something. That the monks are not guarding parchment. They are guarding light. And that light represents something eternal. Something untouched by the chaos outside the walls. And somewhere deep inside you, you understand that light is a symbol of your essence. And there were moments in your life, moments that no one should endure, moments of violation, captivity, coercion, times when power was taken. And even though those experiences happened, something deeper was never touched. Connect with that place, your essence, your spirit, your intrinsic worth. Deep down, you already know that trauma can wound the body, even shock the nervous system, perhaps even distort beliefs. But it can never contaminate essence. It can never erase value. It can never reduce inherent worth. Allow your imagination to take you back to an experience where time distorted, boundaries dissolved, a time when you saw something true. You saw your inner beauty the way your unconscious sees it, and you felt your spirit intact, flawless, untouched, perfect and pure. And what if that was no hallucination? What if that was perspective without fear? You glimpsed yourself beyond labels, history. Take yourself back to that monastery and imagine just a single page from the Book of Kells. Intricate, gold illuminated, every line intentional. And what if that page is your being? The outer edges may have been weathered by life, but the gold leaf in the center remains radiant. The gold is not added. It was always there. And even when hidden, even when doubted, even when you felt unworthy, during times of coercion, times where you felt powerless, the gold did not fade. It only felt covered. And now it is visible again. And those moments of dread, fear of the unknown, worrying about that sword of Damocles and whether it will drop, and whether it's low levels of anxiety or full-on existential dread. It has the premise that you are small and damaged. But your subconscious knows different. It comes from a place of existential joy. That premise is different. It's based on the idea that you exist, and that, in and of itself, is miraculous. Your existence alone is extraordinary. The statistical probability of you even being alive is 1 in trillions. The fact that you exist, and beyond that survived, endured, continued, and not because you were weak, but because something inside you is indestructible. So connect to that feeling of worth. Worth that is not conditional, not earned, not revoked, not negotiable. Connect with that worth that is immutable, immortal in the sense that it exists outside events. Events happen in time. Your essence exists beyond time. And you've experienced what it feels like when time dissolves. And in that place where time is slow and fast, that pulsing feeling of cleansing and not needing to be cleansed at all, you felt something eternal. And that eternal quality is who you really are within. I want you to find in that ancient monastery an empty room. And inside that empty room, invite a younger version of you. A happy, innocent version of you. Invite the presence of that entity. Allow that version of you to experience hope, softness, possibility. And then teleport both of you away from that empty room into green Irish fields on a sunny day. And you don't see her as someone broken. You see her as someone powerful. I want you to imagine kneeling in front of her, that young face of infinite possibility. Look into her eyes and hear the words leave your lips as you tell her, I have your back. You are safe with me. I will never abandon you. You are precious, and you did nothing to deserve harm. You are not shame. You are light. And as those words connect with the very essence of who you are deep within, notice that you are not comforting her. You are becoming her protector. You are her mother now. A good mother. A fierce mother. A wise mother. The kind of mother you can never choose for yourself, but a mother who chooses herself. You always have your own back, even when others didn't. Even when systems and plans failed, and even when those closest to you abused power, you remained. And now you consciously parent yourself with love. And I want you to tell yourself what you wanted to hear back then, when that was your age. Provide the words you needed to hear to heal, to not be worthy, but to know you were worthy. Because unworthiness was learned. It was imposed and then it was reinforced. Sometimes it was just survival logic in unsafe environments. But it was never truth. truth is simpler. You are worthy because you exist. You are valuable because you are alive. And you are beautiful because your essence cannot be damaged. You are intact, untouched at the deepest level. And no one can rewrite your intrinsic nature. Not violence, not coercion, not time, not betrayal. Your worth is not fragile. It is ancient. Just like those ancient manuscripts carried through centuries, hidden when necessary, protected when threatened, but never destroyed. And that recent experience lifted a veil on all the labels and narratives, belief systems that were never true. It revealed what fear had obscured. And now you integrate that revelation soberly, calmly, grounded. And you do not need altered states to access your worth. It is available in ordinary consciousness, in just a breath, in presence, in quiet moments. So carry that awareness with you as a knowing, as a steady truth. You are not your past, your parents, your circumstances or situations. Those are events, moments. You are the illuminated manuscript. You are the gold at the center. You are the protector of your inner child. You are existential joy embodied. You are infinite worth in human form. And that value does not fluctuate with memory. And it does not diminish with age. It does not depend on validation. It simply is. And I wonder if you can imagine waking up tomorrow, feeling that existential joy, walking through your day with a quiet confidence, a grounded knowing that you are intact, you are precious, you are your own protector, and you are innately worthy. And in those fleeting moments where doubt or dread arises, remember the monastery, the candlelight, the fields, the gold illumination, and that smiling inner child. And you smile because you now know the truth. You are infinitely worthy and always were. So allow yourself to float back from time, from fields, from monasteries, to a library holding a book that became a wormhole into the power of your subconscious mind. Imagine closing the book and feeling that innate self-worth within. Imagine leaving that majestic library and floating all the way back to the here and the now, taking all that value, worthiness, and inner connection with you as it's time to awaken. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, connect and calibrate into the here and the now. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of The Hypnotist. If you've enjoyed this episode or got some value from it, please give it a 5-star rating and review. And maybe you know someone that would also benefit from this particular episode, in which case share the episode with them so they can also get the benefit too. And if you would like to listen to this episode where it's just the hypnosis, so no intro, no outro, no explanation, just the hypnosis and completely ad-free, there will be a link in the description where you can subscribe at a very low cost and only get access to the hypnosis. So if that's of interest, please check that out. Thank you again for being a regular listener of The Hypnotist, and I'll see you again soon for more.